We're back on the scope this morning. Morning. Good morning, Periscope people. Ooh, excuse me. What's going on? What's going on?
I was going to say, I imagine there's several hugs that are going on while he's home. And wow, that's a long time. And you got to feel for every one of these returning military members.
Absolutely.
When they come home, it's quite an adjustment waiting for them. And a family that's so eager to see them embracing life again and getting back into the flow of things.
All those different emotions running through your head. I can't imagine.
So much. Well, coming up, you might think a football coach that never punts is crazy, but he's got the winning record to prove there's a method to the madness. Hear his philosophy coming up next.
But before we head to break, here's a look at what's ahead on today. Good morning, Periscope viewers.
Yeah, there's a coach in Ohio. This may be him. He takes fourth downs. He goes for it always, and he's got the winning record to prove it. And he said your special teams and your kicking are the biggest weak link on your team.
Absolutely.
So, did you see all the death threats on that kid?
No, but I heard about him. I heard about him. It's ridiculous.
Way to go, Michigan fans.
Yeah. Stay classy, Michigan fans.
There was an article I read about a Boise State. Apparently it's some famous, like all he had to do was hit 2 field goals. The first one would have tied it earlier in the game. Then he had another chance. And then and it was overtime, and he missed 2 crucial field goals that would have, and they were easy. They were real close and everything. And he caught such grief. He got death threats and everything like that. And his story went viral in 2011. So they interviewed this kicker. He says, "Oh no, I feel much worse for this kid." He said, "Here's why. I went to Boise State."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, it made a splash, but he said our alumni base isn't even a third of what Michigan's is.
Yeah.
And the alumni are what these stupid 40 and 50-year-old men that are coming down on this kid so hard."
It is. That's exactly what it is. The glory days. Awkward Small Talk, the movie. Yeah, we're talking about a coach who's coming to the area to talk about how he never punts in any games. Hey, from Seattle, thanks for popping in bright and early.
But it leads us to talk about the Michigan State finish.
Yeah, this past weekend.
Well, interesting. Tom has the Find My Phone app up on running on an iPad, but because remember that story?
Taking off the location services. Yeah.
Yep, we took off the location services.
So
that keeps me very private.
Yep.
But also can't help me find my phone when I need to.
That's
it's
ridiculous.
In my car.
What's the weather like in the Bend? Hey, right now it's 56 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. We're looking at 72 today. King 5, all right. Rock on, man. Rock on. Del Rio, Tejas. Thanks for popping in this morning.
So is Chuck even back in the States?
I would hope so, because he's on tomorrow morning.
I know. But knowing my luck, he's getting back tonight at 10:30, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Good morning from Connecticut. I did a 4th grade project on the state of Connecticut back in the day.
Carrie studied Rhode Island, so we made sure we went to visit Rhode Island and Connecticut.
Oh, fun.
Beautiful.
Well, I wish I was your kids.
That was last summer's trip. It was a great trip. Welcome back, everyone. 10 till the top of the hour. Okay, on to more news. Area coaches had a very unique opportunity to get some ideas on coaching from a highly successful high school coach from Arkansas while he led a panel discussion at the Morris Inn at Notre Dame. Now this is Kevin Kelly. He analyzes data research to make his coaching sessions. And it's been working really well for him because he wins 80% of his games. He's led his team to the state title game multiple times. Coach Kelly was joined by South Bend Tribune's Eric Hansen and our Angelo DiCarlo. He gave an in-depth analysis of this past weekend's game between Notre Dame and USC.
It's crazy. Yeah, press conference.
Kelly is arguably today's most famous high school football coach. He's been featured on many national media outlets, including the Washington Post, ESPN, and Sports Illustrated. We'll be back with a look at your day's top news stories and a check of that Storm Team 16 forecast. But first, as we head to break, your lottery numbers for today. Somebody's...
Huh. You know, I don't think it mentioned anything in there about the fact that he just doesn't punt ever.
I put it in the CG.
That's the only thing
The
that
coach
was in?
who never punts.
What about those who don't? Okay. That's fine.
But yes, we should have read that. I think we should have read that. I think it would. I was waiting to reinforce that.
Yeah, maybe it's, yeah. I'm just thinking of the side of people not watching but listening in the morning. Maybe it's just me. All right, so we're on the home stretch here of 16 Morning News. We've got 3 top news stories as we head to the final
The
block.
final countdown.
Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-da-da. So we've got 3 big news stories. Then we got a little weather action. Heard it's been cut a little short. Saw his schedule, you'd know why. Well, see, that's what I thought too. I honestly, I haven't done any background work on looking up his info, but it seems to me that I wonder if he's in a good feeder school.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd really have to practice for that too.
Do you know the kid that's like this in all the memes of going,
Yeah, Mr.
Ohio State's taken this and made it the O in OHIO?
That's priceless.
Isn't that awful?
No, it's ingenious. Good Lord, that's amazing.
His face is like,
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Sorry if there are any Michigan fans on this feed. Tricia hails from the great state of Ohio. I took my wife. She's a big Michigan State fan. She's from Lansing, so we've got some Big Ten love here in the house.
Big Ten stuff.
But just not for Blue and Maize. But we appreciate you popping in for the final stretch here of our newscast. We're on usually between 5 and 7 here on Periscope every single weekday morning. I'm actually on vacation after today, so I won't be on. Tricia might be on tomorrow if she can find her phone. Yeah.
6:54 now, making news as you head out the door. 20-year-old Zach Anderson was resentenced to 2 years probation under a Michigan leniency law. This comes after he was arrested in December for having consensual sexual relations with a 14-year-old who lied about her age. While Zach is off Michigan's sex offender
No.
registry, he lives in
The station used to be owned by the university, no longer is.
Indiana's registry for those 2 years. The Andersons say they're ready to fight that in court as well. The long and successful career of a local artist ended abruptly Sunday morning in a traffic accident in the city of St. Joseph. Tim McDonald kept his studio at the Box Factory, where the last painting he did was a self-portrait. In the 1980s, McDonald's work graced several Notre Dame football programs. He also designed beer steins for Anheuser-Busch. McDonald was driving a moped he had recently received for his birthday when the fatal crash occurred. Well, the suspect arrested in connection with Saturday night's hit and run has been officially charged. 38-year-old Mark Medejik was charged with leaving the scene of an accident and driving while suspended, resulting in serious bodily injury. Both are level 6 felonies. Now we join David with a check of today's weather. David?
Yeah, you've got that right, Trish. In fact, we're starting out the morning on a mild note. Take a look at these temperatures. Middle 50s all across the board. I don't expect us to drop all that last of today. Notice on the screen the cool spot is actually 52 degrees. It's out in LaGrange at this hour. The warm spot in southwest lower Michigan. I expect all of us, though, to today. Take a look in time. 16 future track. Let's put this into motion. A few more clouds rolling in this afternoon, but no rain showers. That activity is expected to hold off until tomorrow. That could be with us for the morning drive tomorrow. Our high temperature today reaching 72 degrees. That's about 10 to 12 degrees above normal for this time of the year. We'll take it, even though the calendar still says fall. I checked it, I double-checked it, I triple-checked it. So I like this weather. This is the type of weather that most people can agree is nice this time of the year.
Beautiful. Take pictures of those fall colors and send those in to
Absolutely.
us. All right, we want to get to the answer to the question of the day. 33% of Americans have admitted to doing this while driving, even though it's not safe.
The answer, changing clothes. They do it. Apparently you can do it.
As a reporter, I've had to change clothes, but I tell you, I pull over and I'm usually, the car is stopped.
That's probably
I'm
the
not
best
getting
advice.
completely naked, just so everybody knows. All right,
Okay.
that's going to do it for the morning news. We'll see you back here in 25 minutes.
Today's show is next. Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm not getting
Thanks.
down to the buff.
You just told everyone in Michiana and on Periscope.
That I don't get naked.
The 4 people on Periscope this morning.
Not getting naked in the car.
Okay, so we hope you had a chance to see the studio look when we were doing the weather there, the final check.
I'm going to go find my phone.
You go find your phone. Just don't use the Find My Phone option.
Right, because I am so
Location
secure
services.
that I can't even find my phone now.
How true it is. So we're at the end of our newscast. I'm going to do a quick update for the Today Show. We taped 2 Today Show cut-ins that we do, and then we have one for our sub-channel, Antenna TV, which shows all the good channels, all the good shows that your parents, maybe yourself, have caught the reruns of that they've watched in their day. So stand by. All of us are going to see sunshine here in Michiana. It's mainly just this morning as we transition to the afternoon. You'll lose a few more clouds, and 16 Future Track agrees with that. It also gets us back up into the 60s today. Yes, I believe we'll get enough sunshine to get back up close to 72 degrees by the end of the afternoon. 60-degree readings will come around noontime. That southwesterly wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour today. Now back to today, right here on NBC. So tired. Look for a high temperature to reach 72 degrees today. Southwesterly wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. Yes, we'll be warming up today and tomorrow as well. That's because that southwesterly flow is in place. Once we get to Thursday, things are going to change. We're back to a north and northwesterly wind. And after tomorrow's cold front, we'll see even colder temperatures. 62 degrees for a high temperature, while Thursday and Friday we warm up slightly for Saturday, and cooler temperatures are back in town next week. One more, folks. One more.
This is a Storm Team 16 weather update on Antenna TV. This is a Storm Team 16 weather update on Antenna TV.
All of us are going to see sunshine for the first half of the day. Later on, you may notice a few more clouds. 16 Future Track on the screen picks up the cloud cover toward the afternoon. Our model thinking it's going to be completely overcast. I'm going to go variably cloudy once we get late in the day, but our temperatures are still expected to reach close to 72 for a high temperature. Watch out for that southwesterly wind at 10 to 20. Now back to Antenna TV. All right, lovely Periscope people. I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back for noon later today. So be sure to check that out. Noon Eastern Time here on Periscope. You'll probably see the tag on the title as WNDU News Center 16 at noon. Ooh, excuse me. And you'll probably notice that we're live here on the broadcast. Tricia Sloma is going to be out. I'm going to be joined by Christine Karsten, our live reporter in the field, so be sure to join us then. Noontime Eastern. Thanks so much for viewing. We appreciate your follows. We appreciate your hearts. We appreciate all the invites for you sharing our feed. Have a good day, everyone.